This is a second video for section Finm B. Now sometimes it's necessary to calculate how much money is required to be invested now, the present value, at a given interest rate to amount to a specified value at some time in the future, so our future value. So what I mean by here is I want to know how much money do I need to invest now so I can have $2,000 in 5 years' time, for example. We're only looking at simple interest here, so we're keeping it very basic. So these are the two formulas we've used. Let's label 1 and 2. What I'm going to do is substitute this I here for this PRT. So I'm going to sub 2 into 1. So this is from our simultaneous equations, our SILE module. So I get S equals P plus PRT. Now I want to know what my present value is of this P, so I need to isolate it. In order to isolate that P, we factorize it out. So I get S equals P bracket 1 plus RT. Now I can divide both sides by the 1 plus RT, which leaves me P on its own. So that's how to derive that formula. Let's look at some different examples where we may not just be finding our interest. This one says calculate the amount of money that would earn $750 simple interest. So that means my interest is $750. If it was invested at 4.5% per annum, so my interest rate is 4.5% per annum, which is 0.045, and it's for 5 years, so T is 5. So my normal formula is I equals PRT. What we want to find is what that P is. Now you can substitute in now and then rearrange, or you can rearrange your formula first. Personally, I think it's easy to substitute first. So we go 750 equals P times 0.045 times 5. Now on the right hand side, if you go 0.045 times 5, you get 0.225. So we can divide both sides by that to get that P on its own. So 750 divided by 0.225 gives me 3,333.333. It keeps recurring. Okay, now you should realize that when you're recurring, you only want to 2 decimal places because you're talking about money. So you're going to approximate it, and I should put my approximately equal to sign, to $3,333.33. So therefore, you would need to invest approximately $3,333.34. Sorry, 33 cents. Now the reason why I'm going to explain why I did put 34 cents. Technically you would have to invest more. If you only invested $3,333.33, you actually haven't got enough because it's 0.33333. So technically we should round up. But in this textbook or in this module, we're only interested in rounding to 2 decimal places like you've been shown before. So next, calculate the time required for $8,300 to earn $3,087.60 interest at the flat rate of 6.2%. So this flat rate interest means simple interest. So my principal in this case is $8,300. My interest is $3,087.60. My interest rate is 6.2%, which is 0.062. And I don't know what my T is, not my N, what my time is. So write out our formula, interest equals PRT. Plug in what we've got. So we've got 3,087.60 equals P, 8,300, times by my rate, 0.062, times by my time. So 8,300 times 0.062 gives me $514.6, stuck in the dollar mode. So to get that T on its own, I divide both sides by 514.6. $3,087 divided by, and 60 cents divided by 514.6 gives me 6. Note that it's a worded question, so we need to finish with a worded answer. So therefore, it would take 6 years to earn the $3,087.60 interest. Next, Betty won $245,000 in lotto. She wants to travel with the interest earned by investing her winnings. At what interest rate must Betty, capital B, invest her money so that she will earn $27,500 every 18 months? Note that that is $27,500. It's just rolled onto the next line. So our principal is $245,000. Our interest is $27,500, and our time, well, she wants it every 18 months. So 18 months equals 18 divided by 12, which is 1.5 years. We don't know what our interest rate is. So I equals PRT, plug in what we've got, 27,500 equals 245,000 times by R times by 1.5. So you get 27,500 equals 245,000 times by 1.5, which gives me 367,500 R. We then divide by that, so divide both sides by 367,500, and we get 0.0748, which is approximately 7.5%. So therefore, required interest rate would be 7.5%. Next, Brendan wants to have $15,000 for a new boat in 10 years' time. How much should he invest at 5% per year to save this amount, assuming no withdrawals are made and the interest rate does not change? So we're assuming simple interest. So in this case, S equals 15,000. That's what he wants to end up with. Our T equals 10 years. And our interest rate is 5%, which is 0.05. Now in this case, we need to use a formula that we covered before, okay, the one that I rearranged. If you didn't remember that formula, you could write it out, but I'm pretty sure it's given to you in a test. So in a module test, you can refer to it from your book anyway. So that formula was P equals S over 1 plus RT. Plugging in what we've got 15,000 over 1 plus 0.05 times by 10. Plug that into your calculator and you end up with 10,000. Now note, if you're not going to write the intermediate line, if you're plugging, so what I mean by that is 15,000 and work out what 1 plus 0.05 times 10 is, which is 1.5. If you're just plugging this whole thing on your calculator, remember to put brackets around this at the bottom, so it divides by that whole thing. Finish with the therefore statement. Therefore, Brendan would need to invest $10,000. Now when money is borrowed, it's usually paid back on a regular basis over the term of the loan. The total amount of the loan, S, is divided by the required number of payments to give the regular repayment. So let's look at an example of that. A student borrows $600 to buy a camera. The loan is over 2 years and the simple interest rate is 6% per year. How much will her monthly repayments be? We start with our principal is our $600. Our interest rate is 6% per annum, which is 0.06. And our time is 2 years. Now we're looking at overall for our repayments, we'll need to do 24 months because it's monthly repayments. So first of all, let's work out what our interest is. So we've got I equals PRT, which is 600 times 0.06 times by our 2, which is just our number of years, and that gives me 72. So the amount the student needs to repay is the principal plus the interest, so 600 plus 72, which is $672. So the repayments are going to be the 672 divided by the 24 months, which gives me 28. So therefore, monthly repayments would be $28. Okay. Oh, and I should put per month. Doesn't really fit. Per month. There you go. But now, practice Finm B2 from the textbook.